Hello, y'all. Welcome back for more of Women Empowerment Month. And today, one thing that I wish I had been taught. I wish I had been taught that it's okay to say no. I grew up in a generation when no just wasn't a word that you said. I was taught very early that you respect authority. And authority was anyone that was older than you. Because again, I was a latchkey kid, which meant my brother was older than me and was in charge. And in charge meaning cooking, cleaning, making sure we got in the house and ate, making sure we got home safe. And this was when I was in 5 or 6. So yeah, I learned very early that you don't say no. You do what you're told and you respect authority. And so as I grew, I internalized that, right? And the word no has been very scary for my entire life. And that is a truth that I am just today realizing, that the word no has always been a scary word for me, because no was always dangerous when I was growing up. You don't say no, because if any adult felt like you were being disrespectful, they had the ability to beat you in public and no one would do anything. Like, no was a dangerous word, and I learned very early not to say it. And so it carried me through life with limitations. That meant that I stayed in relationships where I knew I was being mistreated because I just couldn't say no. That means that kept me at jobs where I knew I deserved more, where I was being overworked because I couldn't say no. And it's taken me just now to realize that it's because I was taught not to say no. I was taught that you don't say no. And I wish I had been taught that I had the power to say no. I wish I had been taught the power of the word no. It's such a freeing word. If you've ever been in a place where no, just saying no without explanation, without, clarification, with just saying no and it's right. If that's something that makes you feel cringy in your gut, there's a reason. You have the right to say no without explanation. You have the right to say no. If you cringe when you say no, or when you think about telling somebody no, go look in the mirror and say to yourself, no, we're not doing it no more. We're going to say no. We're going to say no when we don't feel like going. We're going to say no when we don't feel like staying. We're going to say no when we don't feel like doing. We're going to say no because it is our right to say no, whether it affects or makes other people unhappy. Who cares? You're not responsible for their happiness. You have the right to say no. Now, what you don't have the right to say no to is this next thing, because we are having our first spring event on March the 22nd at 7201 Germantown Avenue, Kid & Co. This is our spring fling. It's going to be painting with a sip, but it always got to be a little extra fun when it's me being Cree. So we're going to have raffles, we're going to have music, we're going to have atmosphere. Get your tickets on Eventbrite. This is very limited, so make sure you go and get your tickets now because they are going to sell out. Next time we'll do it at a bigger venue, but these tickets are going to sell out. So that's my share for tonight. Love you guys.